Hey y'all, it's Charles with Bona Tech Support. Today we'll be talking about Bona stain dry times. We actually have 26 colors, 21 of which take 2 hours to dry. White's going to take 6. Cocoa, spice brown, ebony, and bark will all take 12 to 18 hours. Now, while stain may feel dry to the touch, stain does dry from the top down, so you really want to wait that allotted time despite how it feels. A couple things that can affect your dry time are going to be things such as the environment, the temperature, even the location and humidity. They can either slow down or speed up your dry time. Another thing that can affect that is your species. Say that you're working with a teak and I'm using a natural stain. Natural stain is going to have a dry time of 2 hours. Right at that 2 hour mark, I'm coating it with either my sealer or my finish. That way I can really lock in those oils. Something to speed up your dry time, you can either open some windows, get some airflow on the floor, or use a box fan if you don't have access to that. While you are speeding up the dry time, it is important to remember, keep that recommended dry time on the can in your mind and go by that as best practice. Things that can slow down your dry time are things such as open seams. When you're working with an open seam, a little bit more stain can get in there. It could take a little bit longer for it to dry, even some bleed back if you're not waiting for it to completely dry inside of that seam. As well as blending colors. When you're blending colors, say I'm working with a natural and a cocoa, I'm gonna really adhere to that cocoa color, or that cocoa dry time, of 12 to 18 hours versus the natural of 2. And then when you're water popping, we really go by the NWFA guidelines of waiting overnight. It's just best practice. If you're working on a job, you actually don't need to abrade the stain if it's been within 48 hours. However, if it's been more than 48 hours, we really do recommend you abrade using maybe a Bona mop and a 320 conditioning pad attached on the bottom. If you have any questions, hit us in the link below or call the Bona Tech line. Thank you.